So we start right in the middle of this draft. And what do we got? All right. Xinjiao, Karma, Lucian bans, followed by what? Senna, Ashe, Akali. So Sheer is in. He's played a couple of games for JDG. He's their rookie top laner instead of Flandre, who has been okay, you know, better than expected, but maybe not having the upside that they need to really challenge for a title. And Jackson Aatrox banned. So we get Kalista first pick into Varus Ari Heimerdinger. So Varus Heimerdinger. This is a lane we might have seen a couple of years ago with support. So they see the Renata Kalista lane, and they immediately just opt for a very hard pushing lane. So they should have pressure in mid, and JDG should have pressure in mid and bot. Blinding Cassante will be Renekton Viego, so trying to get... Oh, nope. Renekton Lee Sin. So lots of power in the top side, but it's going to have some trouble at least creating pressure in the bot side of the map, and it will be Graves for Kanavi. Interesting. More Graves has been played in LPL than many other regions. So Graves is going to be able to invade. So I guess the philosophy here is that they want to skirmish with Graves Ari in the mid lane. It's pretty devastating for this way. And Graves wants to do a lot of invading with the pressure around the bot side. All right, so we have to fight for turret placement in the bot side. So Missing has Sweeper first, so he can sweep out wards so they can't kill all of his turrets as he sets them up. Ruler and Yagao also here to get turret setups early on.
Today for this one. Yagao finding Cream, a charm to start it off as Kanavi charges forward, electrocute proc already.
Wow, it's a nice chunk to 50%. That's going to be pretty huge right at the start. They're trying for, they look like they might be trying for an invade. 369 is here. Sheer is waiting for Kanavi. He's going to take Q. He's got bone plating. Does take more damage though, a little awkward.
Consistently finding targets as the solo laners of top esports finding themselves in those fights. And as you mentioned, the turrets not lasting long against this Kalista Renata, and also can be used to reset the rents. However, while all that's happening, they are DPSing onto Jackulov and Mako, so it does make for difficult trades here for top esports.
You see that Mako walking up and trying to use the E cooldown to try and clear those turrets, use the shield, and then of course the extra damage as well. But it's quite a long cooldown at early levels. You can see that we're missing two of the best laning.
God, this lane must be so annoying to play against. Heimer Varus. It's pretty miserable.
Level 2 spike hit, and that's cleanse out from Jackulov. It's a heal from Mako as well. Great punish from Ruler and Missing, using the range advantage and actually forcing a reset out from Jackulov.
That's one thing which happened in bot lane. In mid lane, the picture-in-picture, in case it was confusing what happened there, Cream, he had to reset early, but used the long-range Q double.
Forcing watching, you just feel it, can't you? Level 2 spike hit, and that...
Yeah, I'm trying to see what happened in mid lane here.
The LPL so far, picking laning champions, and they're trading quite well against each other.
This is going to be an exciting bot lane to watch. You just feel it, can't you? Level 2 spike hit, and that's cleanse out from Jackulov. It's a heal from Mako as well. Great punish from Ruler and Missing, using the range advantage and actually forcing a reset out from Jackulov.
So that's one thing which happened in bot lane. In mid lane, the picture-in-picture, in case it was confusing what happened there, Cream, he had to reset early, but used the long-range QW, that severing bolt, to get some of those minions who didn't miss out on all too much XP. Important, given that he leveled up the charm first and they tried to force Cream out of lane. So Cream at least survives in mid lane, or bot lane, much less good position.
They are. Ruler and Missing getting a lot of pressure out, and this is the power of the Heimerdinger as well. While the cannon tanks the tower, your turret just fires away endlessly on the tower. That's already a plate for JDG in the bottom side. Fantastic bit of 2v2 against Kalista Renata as well.
All right, what are we going to do around this top side? Because they really drafted, top really drafted the strong 2v2. And you would think they would want to punish Sheer as being more of a rookie player.
Of these champions as well, so it's not like it's a player diff in terms of, or rather like punishing a player who is not as experienced on the champion. It's not their favorite thing. Both of these duos have gone towards early kill pressure 2v2s many times in this split. Bot side 3v3 with the junglers now coming down here might change the equation though. Tian fully out Navi, the Lee Sin, very scary in early levels.
The battle for the crab is 369 actually pushed underneath the tower. Nice little combo there from Sheer. But Tien will be able to grab that crab for himself. Mako and Jackie have got to be a little cautious just in case Kanavi tries for something in the bottom side.
But I guess they're just going to let Sheer be alone in the top side. Not punishing the rookie at all. If you look at some of the games that LCK teams played in the very early parts of the split versus Perfect, you know, they really tried to make his life like a living hell by ganking him constantly and pressuring him. And I guess we're just not going to see that.
Also a very experienced Renekton. It was one of his best champions even last year on JDG. And they went towards so close to that golden road. Champion which had a lot of success on. So Sheer, not an easy time against one of the greatest top laners the LPL see.
It's not going to be easy. It never was going to be easy. Renekton actually 369's most played champion of all time. 43 and 21 on that pick. Not that surprising that it's his most played since he's been in the LPL all this time, and it's been better in the LPL basically forever. The start of this year was basically the only time we've not seen Renekton in the meta. And lo and behold, he's back again. The croc up top. As Tien does get both of the crabs and can look towards grubs as well.
And Tien, I think it's fair to say he's had some of the best early pathing of any of our LPL junglers. It's always been one of his specialties. He's been someone who's kind of thrown out different paths. He gets the double scuffle there away from Navi. Important. Graves starts getting a bit.
Okay, Demolish gets to play in the top side. They're getting grubs, so at least they're doing something with the top lane pressure.
Sometimes we see the boots too early just to try and win out the battle of skill shots, but with both of these, they're trying to get that early fight potential. As we said before, JDG have less ways to start fights. It really is on a a clutch stun from missing, which is quite hard to land because it's not that long range from the Heimerdinger, or something like a charm.
Trading for a cross map for Kanavi on the first Drake.
Right now, but Tien moves up towards that top side and did go for the Drake. So slight advantage there for Tien, and perhaps an opportunity to get out on.
Again, I'm a little bit worried that because there's little setup and both of these teams, well, at least JDG, they play quite slowly. I wonder if things are going to slow down a little bit. We have got the level 6. It's kind of on your gal. Watch out to see if he can get himself and be the facilitator, which he can very much be.
Pretty slow early game, just like mirror jungling, cross-mapping objectives. Ruler and Missing actually not getting a tremendous advantage in the spot side. See, Graves is covering right there, but his, actually has to flash. Mako tries to go for the flash handshake. Ruler has to burn both sums.
As well by Ruler. Tien surely won't go for this now. And I do just want to correct myself. Kanavi had done his top side as well, so finishing the clears at a very similar time there.
Tien has 6. Nice handshake, beautiful.
For first blood as top esports start strong.
It was always going to be top esports that were choosing the fights in this game, and they choose it twice in a row in the box side 3v3. Ruler goes down. He's a player which so many players targeted in the early game to try and stop him getting off of the ground. It's a success there. Kill onto Jaculov's Kalista.
They've got the kill. I mean, Tien's Lee Sin. What more can you really ask for? He's so good at the pick. Kanavi now starting the crab off as Tien moves in. And I think Kanavi realizing that this is scary to go up against Mako. Roaming over as well. Handshake does land. Perhaps Crane can follow up. Doesn't have a ton of mana to work with.
Yes, use ult just to back off.
It'll be enough to push him away and take the crab.
Good discipline from Kanavi. Doesn't have to blow the flash. Maybe if he'd panicked, he would have gone towards that. But on the other side of the jungle matchup, the personal view.
QW flash, kick, E. Nice job. Good kill.
Plays in the early game.
Great stuff out from TN. Colin Beckham, because that's the golden boot right there. Fantastic bit of a kick. Fantastic way to see missing and use him as a bridge to make the play onto Rule.
I think JDG has been underrated this year. I mean, JDG has been a little bit shaky. You know, outside of Ruler popping off, like Yagao has not had the best games. And Flandre has been, you know, okay, but they lack kind of a solid secondary carry. And, you know, maybe that's why they're trying to get Kanavi onto some of these high damage junglers now, because they've been inspired by Milky Way and they think maybe that's their best chance.
Could be a big fight here, but Mako has his ultimate face call used to keep Mako safe here. And it looks like gonna call off on trying to all in for this one. Realized that Yagao had roamed away. And I just want to point out as well, we're seeing once again Top Esports versus JDG. Last year, that was Knight up against Top Esports. This year, it's Yagao versus Top Esports, but without.
What do I think about the shutdown system? I mean, I'm not in general, I'm not a fan of rubber band mechanics, but League is so snowbally that it's nice to at least have some level of hope. Like, League is so snowbally, guys. It's like one of, if not the most snowbally esport.
Two rookies, well not rookies, but two players which are not of the level of veterancy and the real elite nature of the other players on their roster, which have been given a space to really evolve as players and try and reach that next level. Cream has been good for a long time. Has he been elite though? He's not really gotten himself into that upper echelon just yet. Shear's only just starting off his LPL journey on the other end of this. And they have a lot of
What are the Tarzan rumors? I don't know. I have no idea. It's pretty crazy that he's not on a team.
And it does feel like either of these organizations have got such a legacy to fulfill, but enough about legacies. TN moving in to try and steal away the grub, but can't get it. JDG grab 3 for themselves, evens that up. 369 starting onto Sheer. TN nearby, but TN much more interested in the Rift Scuttler. But as I was saying, the kind of legacies.
Okay, now we move down onto Drake. Not even really sure why we were contesting for that if we're Top Esports. It's a little weird because they had the first 3. So, like, why do we need to go after this when we could just be using our Callista to focus on taking Drake? I would have rather just have cross-mapped if I was top here. Callista is still Renmax here. So it's pretty good. Oh, Mountain Soul too. Very nice for top.
Ghost angle for Sheer here, but looks like he's just out of range. The W buffer does mean he can trade back ever so slightly, but honestly, Sheer, you're happy with that one because that's Dominus for essentially nothing.
To an extent, the thing is, 369 is going to teleport back anyway, so you could just say that 369 is just trying to get as good a HP trade before he goes back and effectively uses it as a full regen situation for himself. He can do that whenever he wants. It's Sheer, the one that's recalling now. They both are. Sheer, no teleport to influence the rest of them, but still has a lot of eyes on him. He played, he's played another series now as well. This isn't his first series in the LPL. Very strange to summon him in straight into Top Esports. But what we know of Sheer as a player is that he has been a very solid individual laning player. When it comes to judging some of the longer fights, he's overstayed a little bit. There was a game he played on Udyr where he overchased for a kill and then he kind of ended up losing his summoners, losing his life, and then Shane dying a bit after that point. But the individual laning phase has been very much on point from the rookie top laner, JDG.
And it does feel like that's the difference of whether or not you've got a ton of experience.
Okay, top setting up for Drake in the top side right now. Or not Drake, I'm sorry, Herald.
Than what you expect in solo queue, what you expect even in like the LDL. Like the LPL teams are some of the best at punishing missing summoner spells, especially with aggressive compositions like, for example,
A very low action game, guys. Like 1 kill at 13 minutes and like very avoidant early jungle pathing.
Still has his ghost. He's on the Cassante relatively safe. He's doing a good job so far this game. And I don't think 369 will have much of an angle anytime soon with that Thornmail in his inventory.
No, and that's why he's going for the Black Cleaver, and he's just saying, look, I'm going to help out Callista and Lee Sin at some point in the game. It's not really about the individual lane. You can't even hit the turret that easily. 369 going back towards the side lane. You got maybe get himself a charm here. It's not that much damage just yet. You got himself onto his first item. I wonder if he's going to go towards something a little bit more Leandry-y, because you've got that Renekton.
Kanavi finally trying to do a little bit of invading here. Super even game so far. Did you see Riot patch the game right now? 1 week in advance, they did. That's weird.
Really does highlight the difference in the way that these teams like to play top esports. The average game time is split 28 minutes and 24 seconds on the other side of JD Gaming. 35 and 80. They are very, very far apart.
What the fuck? Why would they patch it now?
Eking out wins from that quite a lot. But top esports, they might get dragged into JDG's pace here.
I think one of the big important things to
That's wild.
We talked about it on broadcast before, but I'll reiterate for anyone who's not been listening to the cast previously. Top esports, while their game time is very fast, their early games aren't necessarily always breakneck speed, but when they find an advantage, and they so often do, they end the game so damn quick it'll make your head spin. They are so efficient at closing games out when they find themselves their advantage. So looking for
That's wild.
in the armor of JDG. Whereas like you say, JDG, they like a slower pace of game.
Maybe they accidentally pushed it early. That seems really weird, though, that could happen.
Going in this one, though, to be honest, with Lethality Varus versus Callista, with an Ari in the mid lane as well. JDG.
I mean, good. Those are the Smolder nerfs. I say we push it as soon as possible. Isn't that going to make it weird, though, for LCS, which is played on live patch, to have... Like, because LCS is played on live patch, does that mean that, like, we get one series on 14.5 and the rest of them on 14.6 because they patched it overnight? Isn't the patch... Oh, is the patch locked for playoffs? Fair enough. So we just have to watch a bazillion games of Smolder? Is it locked for the entirety of playoffs or just for this round of playoffs?
The opportunistic snowballing from top esports, and then the discipline of JDG.
It's a tale as old as time.
For all of playoffs?
JDG, because, you know, back in 2020, we were talking about the exact same conversation of, like, the lane dipping and snowballing.
Why do they lock it for the entirety of playoffs? Because they don't want to crown a champion with a meta shift halfway through? I mean, it's pretty reasonable. We lock the patch for all of Worlds. I mean, that's the way it should be done. Whole playoff, otherwise it would only be finals. No, it would be next week's. It would only be 1 week of 14-5. Next week should have, if they're playing live patch, next week, the next round should have been 14-6. But that's okay.
Record intact.
I was wondering just a second there whether we'd have a flank teleport coming in from 369, because one of those wards, two of them actually, you see one of them just on the right hand side of the screen there too, have survived. There's no objective to fight around right now, but if top esports find themselves a way to get Ruler and Missing out of this mid lane, it could be mid lane turret going with it. And after that, the use of the plays become a lot more easier on JDG. It's hard to find those plays right now, with Ruler has both summoners, Missing does too. Particularly if you have to dive into the Heimerdinger turrets, is so annoying. And imagine even that Missing can get himself a Rylai's on this first back. That's where the champion really starts to change this Heimerdinger, because
I think surprised a lot of people coming into top esports, swapping out Flandre. But honestly, Flandre hasn't been having the greatest split of his career.
At least we're not getting the playoffs that matter, i.e. LPL, LCK on 14-5. Those should all be on 14-6 because they don't start for another couple weeks.
369 usually brings to by Sheer this game, even though not a lot has happened.
What are your thoughts on a longer patch cycle? Well, if we had a longer patch cycle, we would have to deal with Riot's insane bullshit not getting nerfed. Like, how long do you want to wait for Smolder to get nerfed, man?
I have maybe just cursed him there. Sheer now goes for the all-out, dashes away, and will be able to get out to safety. Beautifully done.
So it delays a little bit on the bot side, but not really enough.
Excited to see FBX in best of 5. I think they're gonna get smashed in BO5, dude. I don't think you are excited for that. They literally are like a one-note team. It's a cool note, but they're not going to be as good in playoffs.
Training onto Sheer as well as TN will dash away to Kareem, but using these grubs very effectively here to get damage down. Dominus used in the top side. 369 is in all kinds of trouble. Flashes away from the charm, gets a stun down as the turret shots coming through, but missing. Will flash away.
I mean, you got to kill in the top side, but you sacked a tier 2 turret and tier 1 mid turret for it.
Close situation for 369. The redemption doesn't quite come through. He doesn't quite get himself in range for a stun or a big Q heal with his flash. So JDG eventually take down the top lane out of turret. It is at the cost of, you know, a number of plays made across the map from Top Esports on the other side, and Top Esports keep that mid lane turret alive. So just the 1 kill apiece. We've doubled our kills. 1-1 now at 21 minutes into the game. Incredible. Close run stuff. Flashes away from the charm, but can't get the stun under the turret. That can change things. And of course, the redemption just a little too late too, but good thinking from Mako to at least place it down. Very close to affecting that point.
Yeah, nice try. If the stun hits onto Yaga, it's a very different play there. 369 showing the threat the Renekton brings to the top side of the table. But we got to talk about the macro trade there as well. It's 1,000 gold up for Top Esports. A very positive trade overall for Top Esports. They are still ahead. They're maintaining their lead. But like you said before, the discipline from JDG has been fantastic. They are playing fully to just deny Top Esports anything.
I think the way that JDG probably think about it is, we are so good at stopping ourselves from making mistakes in important moments that if we wait long enough, other teams, regardless if they're good or not, will make enough mistakes for us to win a game. It's not always the most compelling style of League of Legends, especially for the LPL. It feels like, you know, we have slowed down. Well, we have slowed down as a region, but we have a couple of marquee teams like Top Esports speeding it up. The fact that JDG can make this game around their ideal style of play is quite important to track, because now we have to see Top Esports be bent away from their style and see if they can still come out on top.
TN forced the ward hop away here as the TP comes out through Sheer. Fighting for mid prio, but Top Esports able to just jump straight on that wave with the Kalista. And will get that for themselves, denying these Heimer turrets as well. As TN moves into the river. 369 buying space for his team. Drake is up onto the map. It's the 4th Drake of the game. It would be the 3rd for Top Esports if they were able to get it. It'd be the 3rd in a row, I believe. But whether or not they can actually muscle their way in is the question, because Heimerdinger, that's one thing he's good at, is buying space.
You see that TN on the flank has flash, potentially looking for a big kick onto a big target. Look for, on the other side, the Varasalt and the Charms. That's the tools which JDG have to work with.
Going to be hard though, Ruler. Both summoners still available. Yagao is hunting for TN, finds him, blast cones out of there, gets back onto the Drake. Neither team really wants to 50-50 this if they can help it, but TN having that Q, being on the lease in, should have an advantage, but no, doesn't even go.
What?
Out of there, gets back onto the Drake. Neither team really wants to 50-50 this if they can help it, but TN having that.
What is this? He just autos it and smites it? They just don't feel like rending? What? 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 Why are we not? Why are we not timing? He literally just walks up and auto smites it instead of them TN being in pit and trying to get rend here. And what is TN doing? He's throwing the Q. Why doesn't he Q Drake so that he can actually work on executing it? He just stands there. Okay. Could have just had two Mountain Drakes, been on Soul, been on Soul Point.
Very surprised that Top didn't look for a bigger fight there, especially with the work that Cream put out onto Ruler and missing, almost winning out that.
Like what?
Despite the fact that Heimerdinger is the annoying champion around these kinds of objectives. So, Top Esports, that's a bit of an unfortunate moment for them. Of course, giving a Mountain Dragon over to Sheer as well, also not great because Sante scales off of those resistance. When he's not
Very strange, guys. Very strange.
really tanky anyway. So Sheer benefit. He's probably the biggest beneficiary of that dragon.
Feels like a very reserved Top Esports today, and you have to wonder if part of that is down to the matchup, the reputations these two organizations have, the rivalry that these two organizations have had over the years. You expect both teams to take this very, very serious. Yeah, you've got 1,500.
With the way that they're still, this is kind of an awkward moment.
They're just gonna do Baron.
Either team right now, it's all going to be down to execution.
Yeah, and I think that JDG, with the way that they're still, this is kind of an awkward moment.
They're clearing Pit of Vision right now.
For him, will actually say that he's forced it nonetheless. He has gone towards that Leandri. He does significant damage to 369 with no magic resist on his character. It means that both Leandri is doing the hate shredding, and then he looks to flat pen. He's quite good.
There were like 6 Callista Spears in it. It wouldn't have killed. That's not what I'm saying, Diablo Smiles. Welcome, first-time chatter. I'm saying you Q with Lee Sin onto Drake, and you coordinate Ren Smite so you actually get it at a higher HP, which is what good professional teams do with Callista. Okay? I don't think it was going to kill, but I do think that Lee Sin should have been in the pit. Dear Xy, thank you for your Twitch Prime sub.
Good uptime around this Baron as well. They've got a ward, particularly the all-seeing Baron here, with the way that the frame changes. You can see that a couple of wards just towards the top of that pit, which Top Esports have managed to sweep out JDG. If those wards stay up, they can just keep in lanes and just keep grinding away and seeing if Top Esports...
You definitely can do a better play to secure that Drake with Callista on your team, but your jungler has to be there. Swag Money Fondue. Thanks for your Twitch Prime sub.
Literally see it moving as a clock. As here we go, Top Esports, time to put the accelerator pedal to the floor. Stacking up the rend onto the Baron, 9k on it as Kanavi moves into the area. TP being channeled by Yagao. That might be enough for Top Esports getting this summoner here. But 369
they got the rend, they want this.
Here. Redemption comes on in Mako solo, and the charm will land, but Face Call keeps him alive.
Really scary, by the way, guys. Really potentially quite scary here. Sitting at 400 there for a second.
That might be enough for Top Esports getting this summoner here, but 369
they want this.
Because they're at 300. Kanavi's coming in. He actually gets slowed up by Hui. And he tries to shoot the ult, but the ult misses because Callista ult pulls Mako back in. But it was a bit butt clench right here. My butt did clench, guys. Because, let me go back a little bit. It was sitting at 400 for quite a long time. Right, there's the frame in which the rend is triggered from 2400. Kanavi could have flash smited that and maybe gotten it. Yeah, I actually don't know why Kanavi doesn't go into pit here. Why he's dashing this direction. It's weird because he doesn't put himself into... And, like, Graves should fucking love this area because he has ult up. So you should be able just to ult right through here. So I'm a bit surprised he goes this way. Hui route, is that why he does it? Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. well played by Cream, actually.
Forcing them away as Cream survives. 369 retreats. Everybody gets out.
Top Esports get the Baron and they get a kill. JDG, their response is just not good enough. The flash charm from Yagao is onto the target with the cholesterol, so that's not a good first kill. And now JDG, they don't get enough out of that. Tien is now behind.
And the TP's coming on through as well. Tien might be able to find Kanavi here, looking potentially for a kick as he jumps on in. Gets the flash out from Kanavi.
Wow, 3 kills at 26 minutes? Am I watching LPL, guys?
Both solo laners TPing in to get pressure out onto the map here for top.
So JDG make that first mistake. It's not top. Top are the ones which have now got themselves into a really good position in regards to like snowballing this game the way that they typically do. So Top Esports with the advantage.
And once again, we talked about how fast Top Esports close the jaws on victory when they get their advantage. You can see 3,000 gold lead, and it's only going to increase with the tier 2 going toward.
Okay, all tier 2's down.
They saw this going down. Have full information of this. The teleport's a little late, but I really want you to watch just how hard it is for JDG to get themselves a clean engage. Yagao, he's the person you've got to watch, but Mako's the person stood in front of things, and the flash chant goes onto the Renata. You can't realistically kill. The ult from Sheer is also onto Jaculov, which I don't know if that's really a good thing there. I think he's trying to keep Jaculov out, so we can't.
We have a brief moment of respite here.
It's well played there by Jaculov
4,000 gold lead for Top Esports. 2 Drakes apiece.
and Mako.
But TES in prime position to get a third one here. JDG look like they want to contest. They look like they want to try and fight for this one. And remember, fighting in the rivers, using the Ari, using the Barris, this is where JDG can find their poke advantages. It's just a question of if they actually find those advantages before the objective goes down. But Drake already down 6k. And it looks like Kanavi's not even going to contest with the smite, trying to find Cream on the opposite side of the play. But Drake,
There we go, rented at 1,300. No chance of a steal.
Drake already down
Even if
6k. And it looks like Kanavi's not even
Kanavi been there, but he just walks away.
on the opposite side of the play. But Drake is taken.
Oh,
And
shit.
Sheer is chunked as well. This is not
Nice
a good
Q3 from Sheer.
Finds everyone on the side of Top Esports. In the meantime,
They-
dives onto play, but Drake is taken.
Oh,
And
shit.
Sheer is chunked as well. This is not a good play.
I mean, they
Finds everyone on the side.
nice turn with Mako and the Callisto ult on the other side.
Finds a Jackal trying to survive, but he goes down as well. Tien now jumps onto the rest of the team as Kanavi is alone and finished off, missing, spiraling, and the Leandri's burning away. He walks away with his life. His intellect.
Turret giving the second part of the dash for the Renekton, and we were asking the question, whose style of gameplay would take precedence? JDG and their discipline, or Top Esports and their snowball?
You don't think I... You can watch LCS after today? Yeah, that was a bummer of a series, that's for sure.
JDG have been left reeling. They're struggling to find a good fight.
Absolutely brutalized here. It was a slow start. Top Esports.
100 Thieves, super fraudulent. Cloud9 kind of looking better, but still... I mean, 100 Thieves was just so bad that Cloud9 got away with a lot of bullshit.
They put themselves out of position, looking for Cream on the side, and it is the way. Normally you'd say that's a good kind of decision for it, but because they pull themselves away from the group, Top Esports find a angle onto Ruler. Yes, Jaculov ends up dying, so both AD carries it down, but it really just feels like the damage differential, because they pull themselves away from the group, Top Esports find a angle onto Ruler. Yes, Jaculov ends up dying, so both AD.
It's a huge Renata ult right there.
This game and the pressure that they put onto JDG, forcing them to fight.
So Yagao and Kanavi, they put themselves out of position, looking for Cream on the side. And it is the
I mean, they just all in on the Ruler.
for it, but because they pull themselves away from the group, Top Esports find an angle onto Ruler. Yes,
Yeah, the Ari... Yagao actually can't do anything because he's berserk from Renata ult for a good part of the cleanup portion of that fight.
down and off the table, especially if Ari's not been able to get onto the correct targets as well. 369 cleaning up house at the end.
What a great ult from Mako, getting behind enemy lines after diving.
Are these teams 2 and 3 in LPL? Yeah, these are...
From JDG.
You know, BLG, I think, is definitely the best team right now. It looked like it was BLG top and then JDG, but after this series, maybe we have to reevaluate that a little bit. I don't think so, though.
Pressure on, and the question is, what can JDG do about it?
Well, that's a good question because, you know, they do have a damage carry in the jungle. You have a Varus who are pretty really is just on to now to see if
One shot roster. I've said it a lot of times over the last couple of years. Jaculov especially feels like maturing a lot as a player. But as a whole team, I mean, everyone feels like they're in form pretty much. TN having a great start to the split. He's a player that's been criticized a lot on Top Esports over the last few years. Feels like right now, this whole squad is just a powerhouse team.
Top Esports, they didn't even get themselves to see international competition last year. I think by their standards, that's a failure of a year. And they take down the international powerhouse from JDG.
369 is on the back line. Basically one taps ruler. That's surely the game-winning play from 369.
Yep, that is it. It is over.
Spiraling Despair is a great...
That was a pretty boring game, guys.